Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into the Learning Lab. In today's lab, I'd like to share with you what I learned at the recent Stamp and Scrapbook Expo in Chantilly, Virginia with Heartfelt Creations. Come on in and let's get started. I actually took two Heartfelt Creations class, and one of them was Flower Shaping 101, and that's the card that you see right here. And in this class, we learned how to create 4 flowers, and I'd like to share those with you. The first one that I'd like to share is the Sunrise Lily, and this was probably my most fun flower to create. It came out really well. I love this. Now, I did order some of these online. They're not paper. They're actually the fabric ones that go into a flower, and something happened with my order and they just never came through. But as you can see, this is a beautiful flower. I did not finish it off by putting glitter or the frills in the center, although those did come with the kit. I didn't glitter mine. I elected not to. I just wanted to concentrate on shaping my flowers. The next one that I did was this beautiful cascading fuchsia, and if you've seen any of my previous videos, you will know that I actually own this particular flower set, and just learning how to shape it in class was awesome. And here is a leaf or two that were left over from the leaf here. We cut off those two and we put them in here so that it could actually cascade. Thus the name, the cascading fuchsia. And I can see this going into a card that has a shadow box or a window to it. I think it would be very, very pretty. Another card that we created was the berry blossoms. And if you look at the paper that goes with this particular set of stamps, it's breathtaking. All the additional ones that they have that come with it, it's great. Now, what we did with this one, this was the leaf that was with this flower, and we cut that off and adhered those two to the base here. And you can see where they're still joined. Again, I didn't add any of the frills or the glitter to this one. Then my final one that we created was this beautiful blazing poppy. I don't think I own this one. It's probably one of the ones that I should have gotten with my sets of free stamps, but it's beautiful. I do own this leaf that goes with it, and as you can, again, I could have added these little black frills into the center and put some glitter on there and really blinged it out. Now, the other class that I took with Heartfelt Creations was this one, and it was the Enchanted Mom class. And I've got to tell you, shaping that mom took a bit. Yeah. So if you've got a little bit of time on your hands, and then please take the Enchanted Mom class. And if you have lots of movies to watch to catch up on, you can shape your flowers as you watch the movies. I did find it to be just a tad bit tedious for me. But again, that was a first try. If I did it again, I would probably find it to be a lot smoother and easier as I went along. What you're seeing here are some of the dragonflies that were included in that kit. And without further ado, I want to share with you the 3 flowers and cards that we made using the Enchanted Mom. Now this one is just, it's darling. We got the card base. This is some of the background papers that you can buy if you buy the paper pad, and this is the actual mom that we put on along with some of the flourishes and the dragonflies. And on this one I did start to glitter it a little bit, but I didn't finish it off again by putting the this one came with some really pretty pink frills, by putting those on the inside and glittering the flower and around it as she showed us in class, but maybe next time. The next flower that we did was this one. Well, we shaped all the mums at once, because once you get a little rhythm going of whether you're going left or right, up or down, you can do them pretty quickly. I do love this gate that's on the back, and now this is popped up on foam, so there is some dimension to it, and I just love how the background is there on the inside so that when you see through to that beautiful flower. Now, if I had to do this all over again, I would probably do the vellum class where they did the peacock and vellum, because I'm pretty proficient at shaping flowers. And then the final card we did in that class was this one, and There are the things that go on it, whether you want to say have a happy day and you just cut it where you need it to be. And then we had two that said happy birthday, and we used a lot of the peony ink with this. And as you can see, the birthdays are on either side depending on where you want to put them, and that's based on what's here on the card. So I really had a good time in that class with Heartfelt Creations. And then of course I took my coupon that I got in that class. Oh, before I move on, there were a few additional things, and these were just some extras that were included in our kit, which those can be cut up, of course, to make an additional card, and I could just use my lovely dragonflies on that. So what did I use my 2 coupons I got for 2 free stamp sets at Heartfelt Creations? Well, let me show you. When this one came up on the blog, the Botanic Orchid, I knew I had to have it. I was like, okay, I love what Emmylou is doing with that flower. I've got to get it. So with one of my coupon vouchers, I did get the Botanic Orchid. Can't wait to play with that. So stay tuned to see what I do with it. Another thing I decided to go ahead and get, although I think I might have something very similar to this, and I think it's from Susan Tierney Cockburn when she was with Sizzix, but I have this leafy branch, and I think I got a leafy branch from her. But this is going to be exciting to play with because I have all of Susan's flowers that I could pair up with some of these stamped in or die cut images. And then the last one I bought with just a 10% discount was this hibiscus. I thought, wow, these are going to be lovely. And if you could see some of the cards that were created using this tropical hibiscus, you would just be blown away. So I couldn't pass that up. And a friend who went with me decided to get it was one of the sunflower ones. I think it was a striped sunflower. I don't have that one. I have the classic sunflower. So I told her we can get together and play with those. But these are 3 new goodies that are now living with my Heartfelt Creations flowers. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that when I do come back and create something that might look as fabulous and fantastic as this, you'll be well in the loop on it. As always, thank you for joining me in the lab today. Please be sure to check out my blog at inkollusions.blogspot.com. Until then,